Will the Switch outsell the Wii? Crazy talk, right? But this is the articles and and discussions that's going on right now. The way the Switch is going is that it's just going, it's selling like hotcakes. You know, I mean, I think people have been trying to sit there and shit on this console for oh so long, and people cannot stand or cannot understand this system doing well. It's had its problems, Joy-Con issues, and I got another video real quick coming up about that. But, you know, Nintendo, or Gamestop has been quoted to say, this is on Techno Buffalo, the Nintendo Switch is off to a start right now that could possibly eclipse the Wii. Initial sales on this have been phenomenal. I can't give straight numbers, but I can say we're seeing one of the highest attach rates of software and accessories to a device that we've seen in a long time. It just went back up, I think, on Best Buy or place I've seen up on Reddit. People were like, oh, sold out again. It's selling like hotcakes. That thing is going to do very well. It has its issues, has its problems. So did the PS4 and the Xbox One when they launched. I'm not getting into them. I'm not, you know, bashing Nintendo, bashing anybody. That's not about that. It's going to do well. So is it going to outsell the Wii? I don't think it will. It will be a very high seller, though. I've seen some people say 20 to 30 million. I think around the 50 million mark. Because think about this. Nintendo has talked about upping their production to close to 10 million in the first year. There's also talk about a Pokemon game because there's a new job come out that being hired for a console game by the same developers. What are they going to make, a 3DS game? No. A Pokemon game on this system would sell gangbusters. Mario Kart comes out here soon. It's going to sell. Splatoon 2, it's going to sell. Then come this Christmas, I don't care, even with the Scorpio out, you got Mario. Zelda, Mario Kart, even though I wished it was Mario Kart 9. Splatoon 2, all these other big games, a lot of indie games. You'll finally get Skyrim on there. You'll finally get all these other things that if people want to play that, hopefully that'll go down. I don't think I'm going to pay $60 for Skyrim right off the bat. It's going to do well. Is it going to be a PS4 or Xbox One? No. Are we going to get Battlefront? I've heard a rumor, and it was online, that of course Battlefront might go to it, but I really doubt that. Battlefield and Call of Duty, I don't ever think they're going. At least not at first. If this thing is in the tens and tens of millions, approaching the numbers of the Xbox One and maybe surpassing it, maybe, then you might see a certain type of, you know, game on it. Blizzard's been quoted. Yeah, they would like to see the challenge of maybe putting Overwatch on it. Again, you can go look that up. I can't. It's hard to find some of these quotes now. I keep the news changes, but it's just like a little open-ended talk, and it's not confirmation. But companies are watching. I said this. First comes the sales, then comes the games. Because the Wii effect, it got fuck tons of sales and it got fuck tons of games, and unfortunately shitty games. The problem is when you open that box, you had a nunchuck and you had your Wiimote. That's not what's in the I can't even do it. That's not what's in that thing. It is two Joy-Cons that are the same layout as this, or an Xbox. It's the same thing. A D-pad, even though it's a little different. Two analogs, 4 face buttons, 4 little triggers, multiple buttons on the front. We have sharing abilities on it now. We haven't got this video part yet. Any dev that's making games on something else could easily convert those. Where on the Wii, they had to go, how are we going to make this work? Because everybody's like, no, you can make it work for the Pro Controller back then. No, you have to develop games for a system what comes in the original box. Period. You can't change it. You can't develop and tell people buy another controller. They'll be like, fuck you. Back then with the light guns and games like that, it was a little different. But that's partially why that the Wii got a lot of crappy games, because they had to just kind of make them work with those two different controller devices that you hook together. It was okay, But now that the Switch is out, when it has, you know, you can have the two sides on the handheld mode. You have it in the Joy-Con grip. I play on that grip right there a lot. It's just as good as, it's about as good as a normal controller. It's not a pro controller. It's not my Xbox or PS4 controller, but it's comfortable. I'm playing over 55 hours in Zelda. It's easy to use. So it's not gimped by a weird control scheme. So if this thing does get the sales, it's going to get the games. What type of games? I don't know. So it's a lot of ifs. This is barely starting out. We're not even a month into it. We're about to hit April. We're about to hit a month in, but they've already sold 1.5 million in close to E3, and they come up and say, hey, we've sold 4 or 5 million, or 2 or 3, 4 million. This could be massive. The Pokemon game comes out. I don't care who you are, that thing's going to print money. And it's going to sell gangbusters. Then, when the Mario game comes out, it's going to print more money. This is going to go in big scenes. They're going to kind of go, big game, big game. And then it's just going to keep going up, and then devs are going to be like, you see that Switch over there? Let's make a game for it. Let's adapt our game. Let's do something. Maybe Blizzard would put Overwatch on it or something. Maybe they would turn around and put a new Diablo or a custom Diablo or something on it. Oh, it can't run it. It runs on the 360. I'm not saying every high-end PC game or a PS4 or Xbox game be out there, but there's going to be a lot of stuff. Maybe Ubisoft will push the new South Park game later on. I'll hold out for a South Park, the Switch version of it. Not every game needs all the power of the other consoles, and when devs see the sales of the system, if it goes, there's a big if, it's going to get the games. So I don't know. I'm not going to talk to you more about it. It's a little over 7 minutes here. I try to keep these short, sweet for you guys that you don't have to listen to me ramble constantly. Oh, we got a show called Game Ramblers for that. Huh. So yeah, will the Switch outsell the Wii or match the Wii? I don't think it's going to get that close, but it's going to do very well. What do you think about it? How much do you think it's going to sell? If it sells a lot, you think we're going to get a lot of good games? What type of games? So everything should have popped up on the screen. Subscribe and shares. Let me know what you think, and just let me know and tell me what you think in the comments below. And I appreciate everybody watching. I said I was going to make a whole lot of Switch videos, but that's not a big thing right now. Right now, it's the Switch is still a big thing. And I'm about to make another one, but it's about the Joy-Cons. But I'm trying to keep up with other stuff. There's, I just did something about Mass Effect Andromeda, so this is not a Nintendo channel. And even if this is the Epic Geeky thing going on, epicgeeky.com and their website, there's going to be other stuff coming up. I mean, we're heading toward E3. This is going to be the year of the Scorpio. It's going to be very interesting, so you see more stuff. So anyway, I'm rambling. It's over 8 minutes now. All right, everybody. Picky Old Gamer.